And obviously with Olympic medals on offer, who wouldn't want to play for their country in the Olympics?
And South Africa, of course, very similar to New Zealand in a way that rugby is the #1 sport. It's part of your culture. And as a woman growing up in a country like that, you live and breathe it. So once you take up the sport, it's almost natural.
It is pretty much, yeah. And if your name's Melody Robinson, you're obviously also a role player for many young ladies in your country. The lady alongside me, having played for New Zealand.
Yep, it's been a long time since I played, 2002. As Rusha restarts it. It was a good kick there, right on the 22, and with the pressure on from the chasers, South Africa knocked it on. There were 2 knock-ons, but theirs was the first, so Brazil get the ball back.
Yeah, Yolanda Meiring seemed to be a little bit bemused by that decision from the referee, but it is a chance for Brazil. They trail by those 7, and attacking from great depth as well. And the standoff is some distance away from the scrum. She doesn't have to be that far.
She's very deep, especially with the South African defence back from a scrum. You probably want to attack flatter as Brazil pushed the ball out to the wing, and that was Ishibashi coming around, and they keep it alive, and this is a good passage.
That's going to be a card, I think. Deliberate knockdown. So off the park you go.
Yep, I've been pulling that up today. And Brazil looking good here. Ishibashi is their key player to Rusha. This is Avila. Out to Ishibashi. Mulbeer. And this is looking very good from Brazil. It's Julia Sada. She's got a chance. She reaches out. She dots down. And now it is 5-7. Brazil in for a good shot to try and even this up.
Well, you see what that means to them as well. Just high fives all around. They got the message at halftime. They've implemented it in the second. Here's the try from Julia Sada, who held on long enough. She was scragged somewhat by Mboviso and Nkatu and managed to get over. So it's 5 points. Can she get the kick over?
Well, it's in a difficult position for Urusha. Right by the sideline. They come from a soccer nation, a football nation though, so you never know. Oh, it was a good attempt, but in the end fell short. So 7-5 to South Africa with just over 4.5 minutes to go. And here's another look. That was fantastic for Julia Sada, the captain. She's 29 years old, a PE teacher.
Such a good example as well of how to control the ball when you've only got it really under one arm and you're being scragged on the other. Reach for the line. Yolanda Meiring with a kick downfield. Change of tactics from South Africa.
Well, they've got to have the chasers right, and they certainly did. She kicked it and she put pressure on Meiring. And they get possession back, so that was a good result for the South African side.
Only 6 players on the park, of course.
Well, they look to go to the right-hand side of the field. That's a squeeze ball there. That is something the referees are picking up on, but no. What I mean by a squeeze ball is that she's put the ball underneath her body and the defenders can't contest possession. Now, we were told by Paddy O'Brien it's something that they're looking at, that they'll penalise a lot of, but in that case, it wasn't picked up by the referee, Dana Teagarden.
So Mara Williams comes back onto the park. It's 7 against 7 again.
Well, a lot of ball given away by both teams in this match. Just over 3 minutes to go, and it's very close, just 2 points in it. South Africa started very well today. That massive upset over England, 20 points to 5, but then they lost to Spain. Just need to keep the pressure on Brazil if they want to go through to the quarterfinals. And that's what they do here with a a good pass from Jordan to Mering. She's smart, she just holds it up, stays on her feet, gives her support just enough time to get there. This is Williams, and she just goes straight through the middle. Tied up 2 Brazilian defenders, and once again South Africa attack right. Nagatu, she's got a good fend on her. Gotta go forward. There's 2 Brazilian players trying to hold up the attack, but South Africa maintain possession. Once again, Williams. Gee, this is good. Number 12, this is Hofmeister. She's already scored 1 try in this match. And still, they keep coming, and this is looking promising for them. And wouldn't this be just great reward for their captain, Marding, the halfback? She's in, and it looks like South Africa, with 1:40 to go, have got back in the lead, or got more of a lead and more of an advantage.
Yeah, a super try that eventually by Yolanda Mering. Part of the problems that South Africa have had is that they haven't straightened the line, so they've played it too wide, they've moved very laterally. They did the same thing here. It should have been straightened up when fields by Zene Jordan, and then Yolanda Mering with enough pace as well. She's got such a good feel, this girl. Very good all-round player.
She's a teacher. She's not playing rugby, and she coaches rugby at primary school level. She's with the Blue Bulls in South Africa, and the conversion falls short. So score now 12 points to 5 South Africa.
Big time now for Brazil as well to get some territory. Very little time over. South Africa will kick off, of course.
South Africa before this round 3 sitting second in Pool A ahead of England. So this is a big game for them to go through for quarter-final play. It is the top 8 sides out of 12 which go through and play the quarter-finals tomorrow morning in the women's section, as South Africa are looking good at this point, and once again it is their go-to player, Yolanda Mering. Man, that's good footwork, keeps the ball alive. Once again receives the pass, pushing it out to the right-hand sideline, and this is Gadu. Yes, it is try time, so South Africa collect another 5 points to make their win over Brazil the dominant one.
Phumeza Gadu, who's come off the bench, gets her opportunity with the finishing touches, but that try very much belonged to that lady who's just passed it there, Yolanda Mering, and there was enough space out wide for Phumeza Gadu to bring it in right next to the uprights.
So she may have the last say in this match. It's been a strong performance, and yes, the conversion's over, so that is 19-5, 3 tries to 1. South Africa the victors in this Pool A match, and looking good in Pool A to go through to the quarterfinals.